GoPSUSports.com here with Penn State senior heavyweight wrestler Jimmy Lawson. Jimmy, just made your season debut last week against Maryland. How did it feel to be out there for the first time this season?
It was good. I've been wrestling in open tournaments, but that was definitely a different experience. You get a chance to represent the team in a dual match. Been out a long time because of my injury, so it was definitely a great experience to go out there and wrestle, and I wanted to get as much work in as possible. I felt like I did that, so every day is just an improvement.
And to get a win personally and a win for the team, how'd that feel?
It felt good. Like I said, I haven't wrestled in a dual match since last season, middle of last season, so it was definitely a little bit weird, being able to represent the team, go out there, wrestle in a dual match. I was excited, looking forward to wrestling more dual matches. I've been out for a while, so I obviously had to play catch up with everyone else and other heavyweights, so I think that was definitely some great experience for me, and I got a lot of good work out there on the mat.
Now, when you were out for as long as you were with that injury and you could see your team wrestling, how do you keep a positive mindset through all that?
The positive thing that I could think about is the fact that it wasn't my senior year, and I had a lot of time to reflect, obviously, because I really couldn't do much. Like I said before in my other interviews, like the main thing was being grateful. You get an injury like that and it ends and it derails your season and your aspirations for that season. But at the same time, I was grateful that I had another opportunity. My senior year, it wasn't my senior year. I was grateful that I had time to reflect and think about what I really wanted and be able to put in that hard work during the off season to bring me back in a strong way for the next season. So I'm just grateful that I have another opportunity to do this. So that's kind of the positive thing I was thinking about during that whole experience.
Now, you were on a standout season last year before you got injured. How close do you think you are to being back to the point you were at last year?
If anything, I think I'm at a better point this year than I was last year, mentally and physically. Like I said, the knee injury set me back, but at the same time, I was putting in a lot of hard work during the off season with physical therapy and just training my body and training my mind to be able to deal with things like that. It was my first time ever having to have surgery for any type of injury in my life, so that was an eye-opening experience. But I think it definitely made me a better wrestler and a better person. I know I can handle more now. I'm mentally strong now. I'm prepared for anything that happens, and just overall, I think it instilled toughness in me.
Now, you talk about the rehab and everything. What are some things you did specifically to rehab from that injury?
Definitely squatting and all that stuff. There's a whole bunch of different knee exercises. Squats, plate pushes, all those things. Conditioning was big. Couldn't really wrestle on the mat, put pressure on it too much, so conditioning was big. Treadmill and all that stuff. So basically just focusing on improving this knee individually to catch it up with my right knee. It was tough, but it was worth it. I feel great now.
Obviously, there's a lot of competition at the heavyweight spot with you and John Gingrich. You've both wrestled in the national tournament. So what's your relationship with him like, and how have you guys helped each other improve over the past couple of years?
We're teammates. We both want to score points for the team and win a national title. At the same time, we're teammates, but at the same time, it's a rivalry, and that's natural. It has to be a rivalry. We both want to go out on a good note as seniors. We're both seniors. It's both our last shot to make an impact for the team. We both want what's best for the team. So his mindset's the same as mine. To win a national title and be the heavyweight that's going to be starting.
Now, how motivated are you to win a national championship? Not just for yourself, but because this team is having lost a couple of older guys like Ed Ruth and David Taylor to really be one of those leaders on the team and step up and be a big point scorer.
Regardless if you have Dave and Ed on the team, you should always want to assume a leader role. That's why Coach gathered these great kids on this great team, is to build leaders. No one wants to be a follower. You don't want to be saying I'm the next Dave Taylor or Ed Ruth. You want to be able to say you're the next Jimmy Lawson or so and so. That's just how it is. Those are great guys to look up to, and they definitely going to be hard to replace. But at the same time, we're trying to build our own legacies. It's not really so much about thinking about what they've done in the past. It's about building your own legacy and what you want to be able to reflect upon. The motivation is, and it has been every year, that you want to score points for the team. You take pride in the fact that you're a Penn State wrestler, and you got great coaches and a great atmosphere to be a wrestler in. So you want to take advantage of that opportunity regardless of what situation you're in.
This Friday, back in Rec Hall, big match against Virginia Tech. How excited are you, not just for the match, but to be in front of home fans?
Last time I was here, I got hurt, so looking to have put on a good show. It's always great wrestling in Rec Hall. Personally, I like Rec Hall better than I like wrestling in BJC. It just has that atmosphere. It's hard to explain. Like I said, I love wrestling here. Something about wrestling here that turns you into a different wrestler than wrestling in any other area or venue. So I'm definitely excited to get this opportunity, and it's against such a good team. So.
All right, thank you very much, Jimmy.
Yep, no problem.